Hey everybody, welcome back. Board Bob here. We are playing Factorio modded. Um, Today we're going to work on some of our smaller supply needs as far as automation. First, let's go ahead and get started on our research, so we can bang through some of this while we're doing this. Let's just work our way up the. Well, you know what? Let's go for advanced electronics. That way we can start working towards our final science pack, what have you. Let's go ahead and get that going. All right. So what we want to do is we're down now to some items that we want to mass produce, but we don't need this huge 20 factory setup to do it. We really only need about half that. So what I'm going to do is I am going to grab another blueprint, and we're going to blueprint out half of this factory. Now we're going to make some changes to it, so this isn't our final version, but we're going to grab that blueprint. We're going to get rid of these inputs here and just leave the bottom input. We're going to do the same thing with the outputs, get rid of everything but that. So this is going to give us our basic structure for our dual input. You know what? Let's put these two back. This is going to be for our dual input factory, but half size. So we're going to save that, and we will. Is this one's our. Wish you could color these. I don't know, maybe you can, or something, some way of labeling the two of them so that you know that they're different books. I guess it looks like there's different stuff on the cover, so maybe you can. Anyway, so that's our half factory for our dual input. Let's do a half factory for our single input as well. And go over here. Is this a? Yep, that's a single input. And by single input, I mean how many belts, not how much is on the belt, because obviously you can do this quote-unquote single input with up to 2 items on your input, and you can do the dual input with up to 4 items on your input. So when I say single input, I'm actually referring to the incoming. Now the other thing we're going to do with this one, I think, is we're gonna well, no, actually they are in the right direction. Okay, never mind. I was going to say we're going to swap the inserters around, but we're not going to, because that's perfect. All right, so there we go. So now throw this in our book. There we go. So now we got it in our book. So that's going to give us 2 half factories, a 4 item factory and a 2 item factory, so that we can bang out some of the rest of this stuff that we'd like to see. So what do we want to build? Well, we want to build, for one thing, we want to build roboports, because we're actually going to start using a fair amount of roboports. We're going to try and start getting a logistics system set up for our base, also one out for our walls for repairs and things like that. So we're going to need a fair number of roboports. So let's automate roboports. So for roboports, we need steel plates, we need gears, we need red circuits. We're really going to start seeing more of a demand for red circuits, because red circuits for blue circuits and red circuits for other things. We've only got the one red circuit manufacturing right now, so we're going to want to put in some more red circuit manufacturing. So we're going to look at doing that at some point, and we'll probably put that in down here is what I'm thinking. But for right now, we're gonna go with what we got, and we're gonna start putting these up here further. So let's do our roboport. Let's see if we've got everything we need up here. See how far we actually will have to run various things. Do we got? I think we got gears. Yeah, we got gears on the main bus. We got green on the main bus. We got iron on the main bus, and then now we got that. What do we want to research next? You know what? That's gun turret damage. Let's increase our laser turret damage, shall we? There we go. Let's get that going. All right. So, oh, and as you can see off camera, I made the turn. We made this turn down here. We're going to make the second part of this turn once we figure out how far out this sticks. And down here is, like I say, is probably we're going to put in another red circuit manufacturing. We'll do our copper cable down here, and we'll do our red circuits down here, and start pumping out more red circuits. We are far enough over now that as long as we stay above these lights, we can come in and be quite all right with our train tracks. On this main base, we're not going to use like the walls and the lasers and the solar and panels and accumulators like we are out in the world. We're just going to use rails, so we're going to narrow it down. We're going to keep the two rails per direction system. We're just going to eliminate the middle bits so that it can be a little more compressed and fit in here a little better. So let's go up here and let's sit down this factory so that we can start producing these. Now this is going to be, oh, that's not the one we want. That's motors. We just made it. Where is it? There. Nope, that's single. That's double. There we go. So this is the one we want. We can do one of two things. We can do 1 and 1, or we can flip this because we know we're going to come back up here with our main bus, and we can do 1 and 1. So let's do that. Let's put 1 here, right? And this one we are going to set up for, let's move it down there so it's sort of lined up. Let them go to town. And this one we're going to set up for roboports. So at this point, really, all we need to do to get this thing set up for roboports is just tell it we're going to build roboports. And roboports. It's a great thing about having these pre-made schematics or blueprints or whatever, is once you've got them, man, you've got them, and you can use them for all kind of stuff. Now I think we're going to wait on the output. Well, I guess it really doesn't matter. We can go ahead and damage. I suppose we can go ahead and set it up now. Let's take it out the top. Oops. There we go. All right, so now we know how far out we're going to have to come for our main bus. Is going to be right about there. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll give it one more just to be safe. We kind of got the real estate. We may as well. Oh, you know what? Oh, and let me show you guys something while I'm doing this. Here's our deconstruction planner. I think I may have showed you guys this. I might not have. If you right click on it, you can do this trees and rocks only, and then I don't have to worry about, I can pick these trees up without having to worry about picking up the belts. Now we got a lot of stuff already on our in our inventory. We're probably going to run in the room. It won't be able to pick all of this up. We'll see. But let's get these trees out of our way so that we can run our main bus up here. And the rocks. Yeah, that's what I figured. We went around our room. Alright, well, Let's make a little bit of room. There we go. That's everything. Cool beans. All right. So now, come on. So swap it for the belts, and let's go ahead and finish running our line up here. So that's going to be our first line. And then our second line, our third line, our fourth line. Now I suppose that theoretically speaking, I could make a blueprint for this and just tell it to run these 4 lines with the robots, but we're really low right now on power for our robots. We don't have fusion reactor for our suit yet, so we're running off of solar power, so I don't want to overtax them on something I can just go through pretty quickly here. One, two, three, fourth one. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, 4. Two, three, 4. There we go. One, two, three, 4. Oh, out of belts. See, we cleared ourselves out some room. We need some more belts, though. Did I measure this wrong? Oh, you know what? I did measure it wrong, and I know why. I think. Let's pick something here and then go back and look. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Yeah, it should be right. It just looks wrong. Alright, let's run those over to make sure. I may have measured wrong. I hope not. Would have been running a lot of that stuff for nothing if it did. Come on, get on the belt. There we go. Let's go over here and grab some more belts. Hope I didn't foul that up. We'll see. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good enough. Now the nice thing is, once we get our RoboPorts set up and everything else, we will not have to be running through all of this stuff all that much anymore, because we'll be having it all delivered to us. We'll put in logistics chests and what have you. Alright, I guess I'm not as blind as I thought I was. Yep, it all lines up. Or at least this one does. There we go. Yes. Cool. I was just being stupid, I guess, apparently. I'm not as blind as I thought. Sweet. So once we get this bus run, we can go ahead and go up here and put in these other half factories. So we will be able to get a number of these half factories in today. With the possible exception of our blue assemblers, which I think may be one of our next factories that we put in. We may just go ahead and do blue assemblers, because we are using a lot of them, and we're going to continue to use a lot of them. So why not automate them? There we go. Alright, so we got all of that. Now, what is it that we need for this? We need steel plates, we need gears, which are going to come up that one, and we need red circuits, which we are not making yet. We'll be making them down here. So we need, basically right now, we need the steel plates and the gears. And it's 45, 45, and 45, so these are all even. So if we come over with a blended belt, or a half and half, we'll be okay. So let's do this. Let's open this up so that we can grab our gears. And let's do this. Let's put one there and one there, and back that up again, and then get undergrounds come out of our underground, come out of our underground. Oops. And there. Alright, so now we have our belt. And if we do this, there we go. Now we have our split belt. Right, so there's our one input. Now we just need our red circuits on the other input, and we've got everything we need. And like I say, we'll build that down here and we'll bring it up. I'm not going to pull it off of this one anymore. We'll build another one and we'll start bringing them up from the other one. All right. Let's up our turret. Well, no, because we don't have yellow science. Let's up our turret speed again. Let's give these guys power. Tie them in here. Boom. There we go. All right, so that is that. Let's look at doing our blue assemblers next. So we need regular assemblers, or assembly machine ones, or gray ones. We need gears, green, and plate. So where are, because I know we're over here making them for science purposes, where are our, there they are. There's our assembler ones. Let's follow this down. Pretty sure it's down here somewhere. Wow, it's all the way at the bottom practically. All the way down here. So maybe what we'll do, Alright, so let's do this then. Let's use this space and do a half factory and a half factory, and then we will do our copper and our red here. So let's put down a half factory, 4 input half factory right here. Give us some room to work here. There we go. Let that go to town. I'm going to tell these guys that they're going to be making assembly machine 2s, blue assembly machine 2s. Alright, so there's that. So now we're going to bring in assembly machine 2s, and we're going to bring in, I guess what we'll do is 2 half belts, and one of them is going to be assembly machine 1s and green circuits, and the other is going to be gears and plates, because that's kind of the closest matches with regards to ratios. So let's go ahead and get our green circuits and our assembly ones, and bring them on over. So we want to, we're gonna pick off of this line right here to bring over our assembler ones for this factory. And can we, well, you know what, we can do it up here and come down. Alright, so if we set this up properly, if we go here and we go here, here as opposed to here, right? And then we come here and here. Yep, that'll work. And then if we pick off of this green right here, and then, oh, yeah, we'll be all right because we'll move that right there, and then there to there. And then there to there. Boom. All right, that's half. So the other half we need plates and gears. Well, we are obviously pretty badly taxing our gears, right? So it is time to start making more gears. So let's do this. Let's make single input. Where is it? Half factory. Right here. We'll tuck it right in there. We want exoskeleton. And we're going to tell this to make us gears. Alright, now. And let's pick it off up here. Come on. We're getting undergrounds. There's our undergrounds. Come out right there. There we go. So half is going to go here, and half is going to come down here. All right. Looks like we're out of belts. Let's go get some more belts, guys. And part of what's putting a strain on us right now is the fact that we're doing all this research, and that really puts a strain on our gears and stuff as well, as does all this belt production and what have you. This will all even itself out with time. Keep in mind, we also were, at one time pretty low with regards to iron resources, which really kind of depleted us a bit as well. So let's see how we want to do this. Yeah, we want to do that. We want a splitter. And I figure let's bang out a lot of this little research whilst we are able to do so. You know what? Let's bring this over as low a profile as we can. There we go. Right, and that will bring our gears over. And that will bring them down there. Hook up our power. We're blowing through a lot of this little research, man. Big time. All right. So that's got that. We just need to turn this to where it belongs. Go gadget gears. And then that should give us go gadget blue assemblers. We're not going to worry about where we send them yet. But it is making them. There we go. All right. So now, like I said, let's work on our red circuits. So we need copper cable. So let's start another copper cable factory right here. And let's make this a full-size copper cable factory. Let's kind of keep to what we've been doing, where we've been kind of pulling it off and putting it towards the inside, I guess. So let's give ourselves some working room. Boom, there we go. Now the other thing we're going to do while we're doing that, and while we're letting them cook, I'm going to come down here. And of course that's set up with, of course it's set up with yellow inserters. I guess we'll need to upgrade our blueprints here, or get a blueprint for the blue ones. I do like having it though for the, for the yellows, simply because, even though I'm not necessarily using it to build with robots, at least I can have it laid down so I can see what I'm doing. But yeah, this would have been nice to have had. We don't want that. We want that. To have had the blueprint for red belts, but you know what? It's not that hard to run the belts. We are at this point out of blue assemblers though, which is nice because now we're making them. Well, it's not nice that we're out. It's nice that we are making them. Let me rephrase that slightly. And here and here. Right, okay. So let's go grab these blue assemblers so we can have our robots finish up our thing for us. There we go. That should be enough to get us started. Why are you guys not putting them down? Oh, I know why. Because these are assembler ones. Wow. This is an old schematic, or an old blueprint. That's funny. As I'm picking them up and it's putting them back down other places. We are going to have to upgrade the blueprint. Oh well, no big deal. Copper. And there we go. Now we just need power. And we need to hook her up. Oops. So we're going to want splitter, and we're going to want belts. And we're going to hook it up up here. And the reason we're going to do this is because I intend to put in, can we sit this down anywhere? Where's our, there's our splitter, blah, blah, blah. Alright, we are officially out of room. Let's see if we can double any of this stuff up. There we go. Move this down here because we need to get rid of this copper. Yeah, there we go. We're out of room again. That's okay. We won't be out of room for long. Because what we're going to do is we are going to tell this to put down a balancer. We haven't put a balancer in for a little while. Oh, and of course our balancer is made in yellow. So, fine. What can we pick up and move down there? We'll pick these up, and then right. So, do we have any chests that we can? Okay. So let's go over here. Well, let's do this first. Let's go ahead and get this rolling again. Oops. And let's even put it in the right direction. Yeah, and that'll fill in down there. We won't worry about it. And go over here and pick up these excess belts that ended up trapped in our system. Where are they? Saw them go somewhere. Okay. So that should be all of them picked up. Now we just need to get that copper back into the system. And we can do this to do that. Alright, so now let's pick up this copper that's laying on the ground here. We don't waste not, want not, right? Alright, so there's our copper. So, red circuits, we need a copper wire, we need green circuits, and we need plastic bars. So we need 3 items again. So let's grab our 3-item blueprint. And we don't, what do we need? We need green circuits. So let's flip this around, because plastic's over there and green circuits are over there, and then wires are coming from up there. So let's flip this way. We'll squeeze it that way a little bit. Boom. Now for this, we need green circuits and plastic bars are balanced. Copper cable is 4. So if we bring our copper cable from here and we bring it up, and we sit it right there, that will give us our copper cable input. And then we just need green circuits and plastic. So let's go, oh, well, let's let this finish building first. Otherwise they're going to chase me all over the map. Alright, so that's built. Now we just need to bring in plastic and green circuits. And there's our green circuits. Where is our plastic? Our plastic, I think, is like way over here. There's our plastic. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's way over here. We gotta come all the way over here. You know what? We're gonna come down across the bottom. We're gonna come down across here. Clearly we also need to put a balancer in this line too at some point. Again, we're gonna do it off of the coal line because the coal line is going to move. The plastic line is going to move as well, but the coal line is also going to move. How far over we got to come with that? We got to come right there. Let's put a belt down for reference. And the nice thing about being out here is that we already have our green accessible. So if we do this, we come down here, actually, right, and splitter, splitter, splitter. Oh, there's the rest of them. I knew I had a pile down there, I just didn't see it. Right? So now that, in theory, oh, what an idiot I am. Well, good thing it didn't, wasn't a Gazinta. We'd have royally screwed the pooch. Right? Right. So now we got our red circuits coming out. So now we can bring them red circuits up here. You know what? Before we get too many of them on this belt, let's press our red circuits out to here. Give ourselves maximum room on the side there. And that should start giving us roboports. Woo! Alright, so now we have our roboports. Now we have our blue assemblers. What else do we want to do as half factories? Well, let's see. We want to start looking at storage chests. In order to do storage chests, the logistics chests, we need steel chests. So why don't we do a half factory of steel chests? Now again, before we get too far on it, we're going to put in a balancer on this iron plate line as well. We haven't done a balancer in a little while. Let's do a balancer just to keep us honest. Well, not necessarily honest, but keep our production where we want it to be. And again, I need to, what I ought to do ultimately is to build a set of blueprints for all three belt colors. And maybe at some point we will do that. Missed one. There we go. And missed a belt. Alright, so now we got a balancer in here. Hey, let's put a balancer in here. Yeah, that would be a mess, wouldn't it? Alright, so let's do, now that we've got that going, let's do this. Alright, what do we need for these? We need 3 inputs for that, 3 inputs for that. We're probably going to need 3 inputs for all of the other ones. So let's do this. Let's put in a half factory for steel chests. Is that our half factory? That is our half factory. Let's put in a half factory for steel chests. And perfect. And we will tell this steel chests. Yeah, I know, I'm in your way, sorry. Alright, and then we just need power, and then we just need steel. Splitter. And then we need undergrounds. Ooh. We thought we were being smart, didn't we? Except we weren't being quite as smart as we thought we were. There we go. Problem solved. Right? Right. So there we go. There's our steel chests. Boom. So now we need, what do we need for these? We need green and red, right? Green and red, green and red. So there's our red, there's our green. So let's do this. Let's put in both of these. Boom. Oh. Almost. Fine. Let's take this back out. Take that out. Scooch this down a little further. Oh, we still screwed up. We still screwed up. All right. I don't know if it's going to fit or not. We may still have screwed ourselves. We'll see. We grabbed the wrong blueprint for one thing. See if this puppy will fit. It's going to be close. I don't think it's going to fit. So if this doesn't fit, what we will end up doing... Yeah, that's what I thought. It's not fitting. Alright. What we're going to do is this. We'll move all of this down by 1. Because this is here. If we move this down by 1, it's cramped, but I think we can get it in. We're going to have to get a little creative with our underground belts, but we can get this to fit. So now this will be our iron. Our chests and our chests. Yep. Of course I picked up the other belts too. Of course I would do that. Right, there's that. Alright, so there's that. Let's try this again. And then that one. You know, I'm really am not too bright sometimes. There. Now we got it. So, sorry about that. I'm just trying to concentrate. So this is going to be our chests here. Alright, and we will come up here. And splitter. Stick our splitter in there. Bring this back around here. Back it up by one. Stick a splitter in there. Stick an underground in there. Feed this one to here. Feed that one to there. Right? There we go. So that feeds both of them the chests that they need. Now they just need green and red circuits. So, splitter here. Belt. Fix that. Splitter. Underground belt. course, being the stupid ass that I am, like I say, being the stupid ass that I am, boom, right, and then splitter there. There we go. So now this is going to be provider chests. Oops. And this is going to be, not chain rails, storage chests. What? Yeah. Oh, and then I'm out of poles. Do we have any wood? We don't have any wood. No wood? Really? Yes, we do. We have wood. Alright guys, so that has a whole bunch of our little needs. We got what? We got robo ports, we got storage chests, we got passive provider chests, we got more red chips going, we got more copper wire going, we got assembler 2s, and we got robo ports. So yeah, I think that was pretty productive. What do we got up here that's blinky in? Oh, we got a light up here. Why do we have a light here in the way of our... I don't know, but we're going to fix that problem, aren't we? There. That was quite strange. What? That goes there, that goes there. Okay, we're good. Alright guys, so we're going to call this an episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you got something out of it. And we will talk at you later. See you on the next one. You know the deal. Mash that like button and that subscribe button. I will talk to you later. Bye.